Set to go with round number 4 here in Panama City. Roberto Duran and Hiroshi Kobayashi. A fine junior lightweight special attraction here. That's Roberto Duran kind of facing you now to the right of your screen, and Hiroshi Kobayashi now facing you now to the right of your screen. Both of them wearing the white trunks, as you can plainly see. So we'd like to point them out. The guy, again, if you don't know the fighters, and you will know this guy, Roberto Duran, before his career is over, they certainly love him here in Panama. And believe me, from everything that I see tonight, I think that this kid is definitely on a world championship, direction anyway. The kid is terrific. Again, to the left of your screen, Roberto Duran, at 20 years of age, showing me everything. Don't forget, Kobayashi, former world champion, he defended that WBA crown 4 times before he lost it in his last fight to Alfredo Macano. He lost that, by the way, last July. Kobayashi, kind of a streak fighter in his career. His longest win streak of his career was when he first turned professional. He won his first 18 pro bouts, including 2 knockouts. And then he had a tough time after that with 4 consecutive losses, including a 6-round KO by Johnny Hamito in November of '63. And then he started winning again and won the championship. So he's a streak fighter. But the big important thing to observe tonight here from Panama City is the fact that Roberto Duran, for really the first time in his career, is in with a world-class fighter. That's why you see Duran getting hit from time to time. Kobayashi does have fast hands. He is a ring technician. But the fact of the matter is, Roberto is making him wilt here in the heat in Panama. He's getting the jab through. He's able to land the big right hand. I scored all 3 of the first 3 rounds for Roberto Duran. And let's just watch, and I'll tell you why, and why he's so effective. Again, I pointed out in the last round, he likes to stay off that left shoulder. He's in the perfect position there for the left hand. To the round 4 now, as they really slug away at each other. All right, Bob Sheridan back here in Panama. This is round number 5, a junior lightweight special attraction, Roberto Duran and Hiroshi Kobayashi. So far, I gave the first 3 rounds to Duran, and I scored the last one even based on that liver shot that I thought Kobayashi, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of looking for a reason to give him around to try and make it a little bit closer. But so far, the former world champion Kobayashi is taking a boxing lesson, except for the early maybe 15, 20 to 30 seconds of each round, and then it's all Duran going with these right-hand leads. Bounces around to the left as Kobayashi. Right after him all the time is Roberto Duran. Duran trying to get busy with the left. Out there with that light left jab, taken on the cheek. But again, he uses that left a lot to take the vision away. See that 3-punch combination upstairs, then to the ribs, then back upstairs again. Watch him with the right-hand lead. He goes with the left hand now. He's looking for an opportunity to drop the big right on top of the Japanese fighter who's beginning to wilt with the heat here. I keep mentioning that because I believe it will be a major factor. Notice the left hand of Kobayashi. He's carrying it very low, meaning he's wide open for the right hand. And believe me, at 20 years old, Roberto Duran is still sharp enough to realize this. There he goes with the right hand. As soon as he really gets it, and his corner men, Carlos Aleta and the people over there in the corner, Espada and the whole crew that works in there, they'll realize that. They'll tell Roberto that. These are veteran people that handle Roberto Duran. And you see him going with that right hand lead. Notice Kobayashi starting to throw his left hand from down around the hip. He just isn't getting through and not as effective as he was even in the early seconds of the first 2 or 3 rounds of the fight. It was a nice left hook that caught Roberto Duran on the right side of his body, the low right side. That's the area of the liver, but that was back in round 4. This is the 5th round. Roberto Duran leaning on the former world champion. Duran to the right of your screen. Separated again. Kobayashi looking you right in the eyes now. He tries to bounce away. Got to give credit to Kobayashi. It's one of the first times that he hasn't come forward. He keeps throwing punches too. It's just that when you talk about aggressiveness and effective aggressiveness, it's Duran that has the effective aggressiveness. Although neither fighter has been down, neither fighter shaken, neither fighter visibly in any trouble at any time, with the one exception of that liver shot that Kobayashi nailed Duran with. Look at Duran. He will take a shot to get one. I'll tell you, this guy's something else. You're going to love this guy's career. This guy's going to be around a long time. Kobayashi defended his world title 4 times, held the world title, and Duran, this is a big step up in class for him too. In spite of the fact that it's down here in his backyard in Panama, the big advantage is the heat. For Duran, he loves it. For Kobayashi, it's tough, but Kobayashi is the type of guy that's got to go to foreign places. Coming up towards the end of the round now, and it's still kind of an even sort of round, a better round for Kobayashi, but Duran's still in total command. Duran got a couple of nice left hooks there as the bell ends round number 5. All right, here we go with round number 6. Estadio Presidente in Panama City. Bob Sheridan here with this sports classic for you, Roberto Duran. And the reason I call it a classic is because Roberto Duran is going to be a future champion of the world. This kid is a champion in the making, if ever I've seen one. Watch him work to the left of your screen. This kid, they say, the little hands of stone. He's going to be the big hands of stone before his career is over. This kid can pound. We're in the 6th round. I've given the first 3 to Duran. That's unofficial on my scorecard. Hiroshi Kobayashi, former world champion with 4 title defenses, lost his world title his last time out. Duran facing you to the right of your screen, moving way up in class, fighting this kid. But the kid from Japan beginning to wilt a little bit in this tremendous heat. And again, I don't mean to bore you by mentioning the tremendous heat and humidity here, but it's a major factor. October's a warm month in this part of the world, believe me. Wow, look at that right hand lead by Roberto Duran. His punches come from all over the place. The angles that he gets, he'll take a little shuffle step to the left. He'll go with the left hook. He'll go with a straight left hand. He'll come back. He'll nail you with the right hand. He'll go with the right hand lead. He'll bang you to the body. He'll throw 3 or 4 punches at once. He'll come with a straight right hand. He'll come with a sort of an uppercut like that last one there. Never stops throwing punches, not afraid to take a punch. This kid will prove, I'm sure, to be one of the great future champions before this fight's over, because this kid from Japan is wilting. I can tell you, and you'll see it, as we pointed out in the 5th round, the hands continue to come down as this 6th round continues to progress. You can see his jaw hanging down. He's beginning to show more fatigue all the time. Although he fought such a valiant 4th and 5th round, I should say that I scored those 2 rounds even, just really more or less looking for a reason to keep the fight close on my scorecard. But the fact of the matter is, Duran is really taking command here in the 6th round. He's landing more blows. He's landing heavier blows. And Roberto not wilting at all. Look at the way he moves down to the body. The former champ tries to put pressure on him. It's Kobayashi with his back to you. He lands a pretty good shot inside, and a nice combination with about a minute to go here in the 6th round. He lands combinations, but heck, he's a former world champion. Expect him. And Duran has no fear of this guy's power. So he lets him land him. You see Duran leaning over. He's really a little bull. And now he's telling him, keep the hands up and keep your hands closed. Referee Ortega, he's unbelievable. He's got 5 years experience as a professional, this kid. Don't forget he started boxing at age 15. He's 20 years old now. And this kid's going to be around for a long time. He loves to fight. Through an interpreter the day before yesterday, we had a chance to talk to Roberto, and he was telling us, man, I love this sport. I love this career. I love my president. I love my country. I'm going to fight for Panama for my entire... He says, I'll still be fighting when I'm 45 years old. That's the kind of heart and desire. Well, history will tell whether he'll be around that long, but he's a great one. Coming up to the closing seconds now of this, the 6th round from Panama. Big finishing shot by Roberto Duran. All right, Bob Sheridan back here in Panama City. Roberto Duran and Hiroshi Kobayashi. Duran really gave him a pasting in the 6th round. Big question is, how much longer can the Japanese fighter last? Duran really scored a lot of punches in the 6th, and you notice Kobayashi missing a lot of shots here because he's fatigued. Good body shot, light left hit, big right hand, got it! Look at that, he backs him up! Big shot and drops the former champ! Roberto Duran has him down! The count's up to 4 and 5, he's not gonna make it! 6, 7, 8, 9, and he's counted out to 10. The referee's back was to me, and I couldn't see just how fast he was counting, but he definitely counted him out and then waved his hands to the 10 count. Look at the crowd. They love Roberto Duran. He's going to be a great champion. I'll tell you, folks, if he gets that shot they're talking about against the lightweight champion Kenny Buchanan of Scotland, it'll be terrific. You saw Buchanan take out Frankie Otero from Miami a short time ago. Whether he can do the same thing with Roberto Duran is what this crowd wants to see. And wouldn't they love to have it down here in Panama. What a great night and a great showing for a future brilliant star on the horizon, Roberto Duran.